Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Kevin here coming back at you with another video. So today we're going to be talking about a emissions code p0442. Okay, that came up on my car a while back. It's been almost a year. I got to fix it because I need a sticker. This car hit a deer in the front, so the headlight has the seal is broken. This one has a broken mount, as you can see right there, and then on the front one is taking on water from the seal being broken and the mount. So I got to replace that. I got to fix the bumper skirt, see how it came off there. Nobody was damaged, nothing was really hurt, you know. Got a little boo-boo here. I'll show you guys how to fix that later on. And well, anyway, we'll get into the emissions part of it. So anyway, the emissions code was a P0442. It's a permanent code right there, which doesn't really mean much, being a P0442. That means that the car has a small emissions leak, a small air leak in the emission systems, and that right there will throw a check engine light on. Now, when you look at all the videos on YouTube, they're telling you to come over here, pop your cover off your engine cover, and to replace this sensor right here. Just basically disconnects there and undoes there, and then the hose going back up to this. If you follow the hose up, it hooks up to right here with that yellow stripe on it, and then it comes down to the front up in here. Okay, now here's the problem with that, is that is called the purge valve. So they're saying it could be an intake leak. It's the most common thing to go wrong. Okay, so basically how to test it is you take it off, you blow into it and see if it leaks. You put one hose into the water, you blow in the other one and see if you get anything out of it, and you can see a leak. That is how you test that. It's real simple to test. However, that wasn't my problem. And they was, oh no, you just got to replace that canister purge valve, and that's it right there. And they're about 50-60 bucks. Now, I always test my stuff before I do it. Now, I'm going to take you guys back to something that you guys should know about. Okay, on any newer vehicle, no matter if it's a Jeep, a Ford, a Mazda, or anything like that, when you guys come back here and you guys, first thing everybody does is replace their fuel cap. Okay, for the small leak, it could be a fuel cap. If you fill up your car and after the pump goes click, and then you keep doing it until you get it all the way up the tube, you could potentially ruin another sensor. And I'm going to show you guys what that was, because that's what my problem is on my vehicle. So what happened was, I was going up to Maine, and I didn't want to stop again, so I continuously filled up my tank. I filled it up until the pump went click, and then I pumped it again until it went click, and then I gave it a couple more until I could hear it coming up the tube. So what happens is, when you do that, you can get gasoline in the vent system on your vehicle. So it's not the fuel cap, because that was the first thing I replaced. I replaced my fuel cap, which is most common. Fuel cap seals go bad, then you get your small emissions leak here at your fuel cap. The other one, when you go online for a P0442, they're telling you to replace the purge valve right here, and that in this case was not my problem. I was able to blow into both of them. So I'm going to show you guys the other possible cause, and in this case, for me, this was my problem. I'm going to show you guys what I replaced. So this is the other sensor right here. This is the charcoal canister vent valve, or fuel tank vent valve, what this is. And this right here ends up going up into that filler neck. So what happened was, when I overfilled my tank, a little bit of gas got into this right here and destroyed the seal that's in there. And you're probably saying to yourself, Kevin, where the heck is that located? Well, it's actually not that bad to do. It's about a 10-minute job. All you need is a floor jack and jack your car way up in the air. And I'm going to show you guys where this part is located, because I was not able to find where this was located on any diagrams, because my car's a 2015. Nobody could tell me where it was located. So I'm going to show you guys where it's located. And this was my slow leak on my Mazda 5. So I'm going to do another quick, I'm going to put this off to the side for a minute. I want to talk to you guys about this motor. This is a Mazda engine right here, developed by Mazda and Ford, and it's used in many, many vehicles. This is a 2.5. This came everywhere. This same exact engine setup came with the 1.8, the 2.0, and the 2.5, and the 2.3 and 2.5 liter. So this is basically a bored and stroked 1.8 liter. It is very fast, very powerful. This engine is also used as a Duratec engine, used in the Ford Focuses and the Ford motors, the Ford cars. So the same problem is on multiple vehicles, okay? The Focuses, the, what do you call it there? All those little cars that use this particular engine, or the Duratec engine, same engine basically, have the same problems. So I wanted to put that out there for you guys, because I'm a Ford guy, so I buy Ford. I like the Mazda because it's got the sliding doors, and Ford doesn't do that. So that's why I want the Mazda, but it's powered by Ford. Okay, so back on the emission, we show you guys where that's located, and hopefully it helps you out with your diagnostics of the p0442. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is jack up your vehicle, get it up as high as you possibly can, and put something underneath of it to so the vehicle doesn't drop down on you, like a jack stand. Alright, so once you guys get underneath the vehicle, you got this plate here. It's held on with 4 bolts. See that plate right there? It's dead smack in the center of the vehicle. It's this plate right here. It's held on with 4 bolts. I'm not going to take that off because I already took it off to replace the part. But I'm going to show you guys where the part's located. Right up above it, see the brand new part right there? That's where it's located. Here's your plate. Directly straight up from that, you can see all the brand new part right up in there. Let's see if I can make it any better for you. Yep, right there. See that right there with the hose? There's no clamp on that side of the hose because that's just the vent. The other side has a clamp. Make sure you got it plugged in and the clamp is on there. And that's how that is. So it wasn't really hard to change. There was no gas in it when I changed it. It had already evaporated and it had already done the damage. So I just wanted to show you guys where it was located, and we're literally right in the back axle. So right above it is where it's located, right there. You can see it right there. And that's the part that I replaced, called the canister vent valve. And it's located in the back suspension. Right underneath that center plate. And that plate's right smack in the middle. These bolts are really hard to get out, but they do not break. They're very good bolts. I used my electric impact, zapped it out. It took me 2 minutes to replace it. Really wasn't bad. So if you're looking for your charcoal canister on your Mazda 5s, it's up underneath this plate, and that's how you access it. Okay? Pretty simple. Alright, so there's a couple of other things. After you replace the vent valve, okay, you're going to need to reset the computer. So after you reset the codes, I use my Microscan 3. This is a snap-on one. This is about $400. It does ABS and all that too, but not on every vehicle. So right now my key is off. That's why it says no communication. But you can use one like this. I also keep one in the vehicle itself. See if I can get that one out. Hold on. I got a cheap Walmart one right here that does the same thing. So you can clear the codes with this. Now, when you want to make sure that it's not going to throw a check engine code again, here's what you got to do. Okay? It's going to go into a code pending. Okay? If you have more than a 3/4 to full tank. So you want to run your vehicle low, below a half a tank. Okay, so the emissions will pick up, so the emission system will kick on. So you want to go for a drive cycle, which is about 75 to 100 miles. Okay, width is going to be below a half a tank. Your vehicle should be able to do that, no problem. Then the emission system will be working back and forth, and it will tell the computer, say, hey, you know what, I'm sealed up now, I'm good to go. And then you'll be all set to go. So you remember, When you work on your emissions, you want the fuel tank to be below a half a tank, or else the emission system will not be kicking on. You want to check a couple things. First, if you have that p0442, you want to verify that your canister purge is not leaking. Okay, so you unplug it, you put it in a thing of water, you blow into one end of it, which I'll do a video on that later on. I'm not going to do one on it right now. And then if no bubbles come out the other end, your sensor is good. Okay, if your sensor is if that is good, change out your canister vent valve, which is this. Make sure your tank is below a half a tank, and then your light should be out. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Just kind of a run through of what I did, and showed you the location on the Mazda 5. There's no videos on this. I didn't know that, or I would have done a full-on diagnostic video. So I do apologize for that. So anyway, guys, weather's starting to get better. As soon as we're in the process of purchasing the house. Once the house is purchased, we'll be going crazy on bikes. Coming up soon, guys. Coming up soon. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Hope everybody's doing great.